Little children play with each other. They wish to understand how things come into being. This is the most biggest question of them. It is like Archimedes sprang out of the water as he find the explanation why things are more easy in the water as outside the water. Understanding is a fantastic feeling. It gives you better surviving if you understand the model of a thing. And it sits in every of us. Every little child with 3 is totally interested. Oh, how is it coming to being? Why is it so that? And then they look as well, not the things, but as well each other like so. If I taught little children sport training, they came to me, okay, who are you? Why are you not married? What was your life? Okay, look at me, what I do. So they were very interested in involving in social life, and the same interest what they felt uh, at the wish to understand something, they feel the same at you. So as they will be adults, I call this situation is paradise. You are there, you are involved in to understand. This is the most human basic ability. Understand how something come into being. This is what makes us human being. But until they will be adults, there is a woman, and she never asks you, where have you been? What did happen to you? She doesn't respond to your emotions. And the man says, okay, it takes maybe 1.5 year until she understands you. So until people will be adults, they forget it. And this is the call in all of the problems in the world. Because I read about a North American Aboriginal. He went to the other tribe and he cut them. So if you find another people interesting, and the most best is to laugh together, then you cannot go there and to fight and to cut them. So, and exactly the North American Aboriginal had no feeling. He had women after each other because he was very proud of himself, how women he did had. And nowhere appears in his life story, I had a friend with deep intimate things. And as well, nowhere appears, why did I understand in the life? What connections? No, especially it still appears, but very little. And if you read antique literature, there is nothing. One killed that, one killed that. The emotions are total free about killing others. So if you kill others, then you surely can see this person as a thing. You lost totally the situation. Okay, it is understand to understand. It is interesting to understand. Who is he? How is he coming into life? And this is what little children have. And this is paradise. What does happen with the paradise? What does happen with an 3 years old person until he will get 18? What is the difference? The difference is possibly adults don't practice it. They don't practice understanding. So there is the 3 years old child, she gets born in the family, and the parents doesn't understand him. So he stays, he gets hurted psychically, and then think, okay, I want egoism. This is for me, because anyway, the other won't listen to his need, to his values. They will cross, they will push, but they won't interested in himself. So this way of paradise, you could ask after, what does it have got sense? So the paradise is a way that once makes you happy. So for a happy life, being together, this knows every Aboriginal, for example, in North America, where they live in the tundra, they called Eskimos. They got home and they were happy. They made these happy games like little children after the making a kill. Secondly, the thinking, the paradise, in the middle of the paradise, there is a thinking. It is about, understanding the connections, understanding the explanation is totally beautiful. Oh, yes, but it makes you seeing through the challenges, finding fantastic solutions that make you financially or materially safe. So paradise is materially and psychically paradise. And what do we do today? We lost psychical paradise. For adult people, doesn't exist. Material paradise, there are a few people, they live in material paradise. But it's hardly the situation that is together. And the material paradise looks like that, okay, this rubs you, this makes you a bad operation, you get an inflammation, your life will be in danger, in the consequences of medical treatment. It's not a paradise. And for little children, what would be love? Love would be, oh, it's so good, can tell you my life. You are interested in my life, who I am. I respond well to the emotions. And this is what they do, exactly, still with age, surely. What does an adult woman do? It takes at least 1.5 years until she understands something from you, because she never practices already um, understanding, as already adult understanding. This is the huge difference. They look at each other as a stuff. For example, I have been to Uganda. What time will you send us money? What time will you send us money? I was not seen as a human being between the black people. The children liked me very lot. They wanted to see me. We played together, they were interested. It was a good feeling to feel together the fun, to feel together, understanding each other is interesting. To make little games is interesting. Adults totally forgot it. So, do you give me money? Do you give me no money? If you don't give, I try to put pressure on you that you give, that you give. Even if children like you a lot, I don't let you to children because you don't give money. This is how, anyway, children in Europe probably get to that. The people, the parents, didn't make a marriage because it was so good to understand each other. It was so good to watch the body. It is a thing. And they married together or made a relationship. And the other, what is so good, because the new generation is full of this old big love and so other. So the sexuality, maybe 1/4, so a very little part of the sexuality is really good. 3/4 is not good. And love is very rare between people. They can feel this imagination, what the world gives you to believe that is good. At least the most people live in a behavior where there is the love very little, very cold. They live together with totally much compromise because they never understood understood each other. So this is how we live. And it leads to suffering in the family, because why use other out? Then it leads to illness. It leads to, you don't find the area that really is fit for you, so you make a work what you don't really like. Then after there is a few with more psychical injuries, then they fight. Then they think, okay, fight the other, and then you get worse. And then from all this, okay, I feel myself. If I'm beating things, you lost totally already at this time interest in the whole. So it's fun. It's so good to understand how it functions now. It's went lost. Okay, let's buy this, let's buy that, let's buy this third one. And in the buying, it is like the devil. You buy, you never enough, and you destroy your nature. This is the nature that you give for the next generation. So there is a paradise. Paradise is what I said. Fantastic. The life is interesting to understand. Knows every children, and the happiness is the happiness together. The happiness together is much bigger than alone. This is the paradise. And it leads, not just happiness, it leads to financially, to materially safety. And on the other side is but how we live in. We don't live this big happiness with each other. We are not interested in each other's life. So we cannot so good laugh with each other together. And secondly, our material possibilities are as well much worse. So, simply to say, we live in the city, but we could live in the paradise. I have dictated the 5 steps that makes possible to have the basic for the paradise. Do you follow it? Then you have the strength to start with this paradise, to start with the paradise in you. And I would like to hold lectures about a life that is like a fairy tale. So all people have forgotten that dreams will be true. What you dream in the night, it can be true. And you can dream what will come, and it comes to you. And you can achieve material safety, and you can achieve the happiness and the big love, but not in this world. In this world, there is no true love. There is just sexuality, what doesn't fit. We human beings have the special things. We are human beings because we are able to understand how things come into being from invisible drives. And it makes us as well fall in love. Because how is interesting, what is the verse of this man? Then the appearance disappears and you see with your heart. Love comes from heart. You see with the heart, not his appearance or her appearance. What is his heart? This is love comes from the fear. Love comes from the heart. This is it.